And I no pay. You bedding come out for E-levy home. Oh, my penny that John Dramani, my catch on my penny for to say. Oh, sorry, I know address is shepe. Who took a who to the shepe? Who did the shepe? Now you have a catch as a into a E-levy. Entry and Nentry China. Shall I say, what to hear free hint of bane or shall say to me, bane pond? Touch me, I was. Shall say, Minobia, Bama swap for. I am a soldier. Ebe town hall meeting on economy. And this is a E-levy. And yet, no, the Ghana how free hop. Speaker, no, Pagana for Chelsea, December 20th, and San Omu breaking on Omugu when he was saying, Omu Yomu Fipoto, Omo Pacho. You tax strike week 3 ni. You are going to say, Anna, appear to disaster, ne honsem. Enjoy ma menyonam, man clue. The People's Servant, former Central Regional Secretary of the MPP, former Regional Minister, and still my brother for life. The Honorable Kwame Duncan Wahasiano Pay. Dr. Kwame Sasante, Lawyer Director, Center for European Studies, Legon. Unru Honwa Brim Keke. Dr. Kwame Sasante Wahasi. A dear tea for the one different open democracy. Democracy. Or say, we on van your man. And a democracy not the man back concerning no the account. Dr. Kwame Sasante Wahano pay. And our number Kwame Duncan Wahano pay 0244844488. 0244844488. Doc.
Papa.
Avishaba.
Afunko metuen, mfingu ye mfeso. Afran ne wo ho. Ye ya de bi awurade nhyira so.
Amen.
Ye pa anomo ya. Ye hwehwe a ye hu awurade man nkwa da ne da.
Amen. Chama menyonam.
Hey.
Uncle. The irrepressible. The simply irresistible. Befa akuru kawana.
Vanina kawo. Chama me. Ma bezo odo me jini ngana.
But mama fa tu Jeffrey mama boss. Oba no the two nasos into the my irresistible, irrepressible. Mienu na yere dey aka. Afishapa.
Afiko mo tie card na.
Oh, many aji sama hu. Afisa mi hu o.
Afi yen she. Na ye hu yen na mo nkomo na ye.
Nkomo na ye. But menyona.
That's right.
Na fifty man do move for one to then.
Oh, you not do man pay. Ogbe na ni ade na de nkwade ma hen we gbe ho ina sabo ma o de radasi de ade part hen na mojezi afro sign na atede ampa na ngasa na okokwa hen na onye kwa onye ba nti anope fifi ma tomfu watase
e de nyame ase ye da ase papa me pesa me no frase anope ma mpani da John Dramani Mahama kacho ma mpani ekufu ado say E-levy asemu nkanya asem bia o wo se ahokira ba obi amia ne ho so ena nke ebetua E-levy nkanya problem kra na ahokira ba na yemia ho so a wo de hyepe onam hyepe utukwan a o mpede efo ye ne board ne hyepe sa ne ma no enu nti ena E-levy no Ghana for asori etia NDC for say Ghana economy no baby a wo se sia no da life support so enti se nyame amfafia ebehu an se Ghana economy no kungrom agu ene other issues on the economy aban so town hall meeting nyame admo chena ene wo mu e free asie person tie wadwen kire wo sa asemi hu under economy
yo nanayo kasi the only cardinal on radio and I pay mencho asongo gra na menchia wait for pim can film man to move na wada room ma be ya I said I boss be mo she bia otmanka ntimi che is ya no pay anything why shan chaman jana be me she bia no pay over the cho mo afisha pa na akaya coffee mafia shop is it going to me kweku film nti kwekwe be ma wo biara say
kwekwe
it's a unentry kakra na da say she Aisha na ntema na pay me chi okra so
kwame na
den che kweku opay awa be opay be bia kasha e mo tete be papa bia nche
no
that's right
ehfa na okay
wala nyi
na isu wa chachum wa chachum kokuna atase kokuna kwa mama kokuna ti bijia koku sun kokura na on kaya fiaso de wonan be nu so wonan be nu so wasre ntumi yi ankalo te Jacobs film na mi yi oye my brother kobna
bonfe kabila
tibe mo bia me che won so kokura me che won na mamsa so menchia owura Dr. Esibu nana pape oni adi college ni wura na oye yin papa owo odosunku ahubraze dodo a onye dom ye djuma ma chawadwun mun chamadwun na mo ye menje nda kwame nana anu ya ma bewa oche ne nyohwe ban obopo emachiri ya wonwadi bia na modwun wa mentase tede yangu bi ho a oche onua bata machiri bro si nyina kakamwa mama didi da pia ko mu we na we Africa si se fado na ichia na sa dasa ya za fanzi na wate enti owura Dr. Esibu anape pim ma wo fin mantom party pim be ma o hye bia mo hwehwe na munchia na mamunda na asemam ma birwa ozine yo hwe ban ma ba ba ye mam emi hye no kra emi na so dwenkan na modegwa na pay is a controversy over Levy saga that Mahama Blas Ekufado on Levy says you can't live large and expect us to pay Levy. Minya full statement and champiapa uramu mudi anya bring and enjoy my about nedi ageda statement na ngasa minya ne bobi wo moti na mankan
me de bebro sisia
that's right na ehifu no kagina aka da masami na baadi na opuhin mo kadam oye former president Mahamana Orkademi na so bi botum oda ba we free do abra ye kese de Kufuado he lives larger enwo mechen na on fambra o man pay na Kufuado he lives large obia o evidence bia botum zaba on fambra that the former president, that a certain member of parliament decides to do propaganda with the travels of the president. That you get hooked to this bait. A former president. Ubia, Omani na wait to do that. Omani no go kase, what's not do that. A member of parliament, project or this thing you're doing there. Oko internet no do na wa akọ hwehwehwe planes na pictures na wetwitwa na mundama na wetwitwa na wenya oye mainstream media an opportunity. Wa keguma kasa na kasa wa speculate. Oya play nobo per hour. Why the madina niya pure speculation. Pure speculation. There Trodo no kwasam maotini dam na ngina do not say. Nti say ehwe na reporter mainstream for alliances for no what the bar. No ake minimum of this, maximum of this. Na wa ye. Na wa man kwan, na wa akasa. And a former president. Aso michire.
Mete pa ango.
Na Ekufuado. Na adwuman. Anyo man nkoten. Mbre queen kasa yediri bo man. Oche oman panyin na adwuma. Ma osada oye wo fie. Na ma odo ye wo ehum. Ozana Ghana. Ya yankran so nkoten a yegyan ha na do. Ya yi ada fanga na nyina na enyu di misese. So man payin ofim ber to ber. Ejuma ne bi nyi ne bokwa akeka amanade. Na mayarehwe ne. O man payin na kwantu. Ya baye ne biara ya toto na ase.
Anope wo de wakata e fre no meba the new meridian.
Sorry, the new meridian.
The meridian.
Meridian. New Nkahon.
New Nkahon meridian.
Meridian. Pretty
page 11. Or say former President John Dramani Mahama says the National Democratic Congress remains opposed to the introduction of new taxes in the 2022 budget statement and economic policy. Speaking during the closing session of members of Parliament's 2022 caucus retreat on Monday, the ex-president said business will bear the brunt of the burdensome taxes that have been imposed on Ghanaians as a result of government excessive spending. The NDC remains opposed to the imposition of the numerous fresh taxes on Ghanaians at a time when government is living large and unwilling to or unable to trim expenditure, cut waste, and check corruption. These burdensome taxes will erode business capital, especially at a time when government has crowded out the private sector's access to credit by its voracious appetite for borrowing. The economy has been collapsed by the Kufuor and Baumi administration, said President Mahama. Among the announcement in blah 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 page 11.
Shama pompo richa wa mutium. President Mahama no academy. President Mahama. Endo wa kukuduru kan economy hwasam.
Aden okabe nyi.
Ema atsin de. We bu hia na nankasa wa bem okade Ghana for the onche ne hia wefi nankasa we susia we kari hia we geji hia na wa bo hia su akire hia de hia de yencha ne hia wefi na nche ye pre tam da ko oya abochi hima na ye frasa ya pese say ya petam ya da ko abochi hima na ye frase na se ya pese ya ka o man ni sika na hihye ya former president Mahama no obeka bi
we are her graphic page 19
no so aka bi ho
Mahama accuses government of economic mismanagement.
Wa di yangopo wa di mahia abutoyem na mahia abutar na mama yamfa bufu show mfa nkasa mfata na inche ai dokon no honam entity anada nkamfoa dokona na nei mamuntrado ai mamizin kan na baby mama ka fa de obiara owo dasa obegina do akade. Even when you read the story, he did not do direct attribution to the president living large. He said government. But in any case, government is president. Oman pay na Kufuado. Eh? Nana? And yet, okay, 10%. 10% when could do. Oh, yeah, was right control and accountant general in some. Other two go there. Oh, no, ni it's half we na will try 10%. I want you back. Now, Korean, oh, yeah, da, what your pass one po. A Kufuado. Makada, ma, me, you're saying. Mosha mantum do 50 mantum do one half from Madam Manon. And what you can hey na ministers, deputy ministers. Half of our salary. Obume Narangasa, never the chief, Baumia Kang, me chief of staff. Obia half. And see, can what you half, no more, 10%, what you half. You cheer half. Danny, where you know what 2021, eh? Paya, what the Mohan says, Yara? Oh, yeah, Professor Bedu, the last committee, the chairperson, Professor Bedu, Anna, Aban, Bedu, Professor. Professor, you will not lack anything.
Yeah, in Tiamu.
Yeah, in Tiamu Bedu. And then to tell us, I upgrade one. Us one for old salary in Punton Hoka. Old salary. On your 419. On your da, Emino, Meshafu, ye 10%. No one can control an accountant general and said that. And a me throw challenge. Nana way frequency, sir, BBC Gra. We are the love fan, what's it? Obiara share we are the no corner biara and pay now so good hadra. About 2 more than you do be bade. A Kufuado na ben, they are living large, and a Kufuado Nangasa, he is living large. I'm finding that don't from that. Maraka, I can say that. Number made in Kamakan. Number Sheba Boyibi. Nay, I do this thing all day. Onu, oh, yeah, be papa in Yado. Nemum, a man, he na, hits it. A man in Yesusum. A man in Hamwaden, the embodiment of the country. Now, come to a ruta. Oh, yeah, we here, I come to young front to Chacha. Into the man, no, I can't find them a pea. Oh, no, man paying that original. Shopo. Na, it's remember the government of the matter. There. NDC is opposed to e-levy. Yeah. Dodwara wote 2008. President Kufuor, ado about to a HIPIC, highly indebted, poor country. It was a major decision at his cabinet, whether indeed to accept, and whether he accepted or not, we were. All he was required to do was to accept the measure, and then to have the reliefs. In a very record time, reliefs are on the HIPIC. Innovations are innovations are President Kufuor the bay. And Muframa walk school, I walk get the qua, the work of our for car. Nana, sir, in pay quabano, and mobile be so pay, and more new dim to my girl, and man say, sir, bar, hey, on I there on Quaspity, or Boshana Captain Bowen. And she share President Kufuor the bar, NDC. Nana, they were all over the place, because they had sized us up and had come to the conclusion that they entered here with you. And that, okay, let's see President Kufuor, ministers. Obia na account, Obia 750 billion, Obia 740 billion. The list was about 240 billion. We had them listening all over the place. National health insurance. What's what about one-time premium? Na Ghana for here free 8 years was a disaster. The first 3 years of former President Mills and Mahama, every year, President Mills was talking about action year. And the action year was not forthcoming. Until 2010, also declare a positive action year. President Mahama by 2012, from July, the statement be oh yeah 40 days of the 40-day right of President Mills. Katina am say mutumu say wo friend say Accra International Conference Center. It was a former presidential advisor, baby way in baby call oya PV or been or not say good mu. Some of the there. Oya the 3-4 months ahead of him. A job by ye one pattern Emma to avoid the repetitive cycle of economy going down anytime we have elections, and then we struggle and get back on track. Honorable President Mahama Obaya Adibia Butumwaye to avoid that. That was even the most wrecked year in terms of expenditure in 2012. Only 2013 when we came back. Now some more chair you were parliament in there. Sir Sikasama ya wodi nyina so ya noma nche ya wi mo atubio. No fi all kwan. Then the minister then said Tekwe. Today he has some space to be speaking around. Sir Tekwe was made a minister. Nana, me say every conceivable area was you were tax at all. What tax ya tax condom. Okay? A kwafu mother so ada what the traditional mode of farming. Oh yeah, now my brother, what I see there, if you bought a cutlass, you were going to pay a tax on the President Mahama. Oh yeah, there's even a video making the rounds. There, oh yeah, oh yeah, in slapping taxes on us. This is for former President Mahama. It is not that he derives some joy there or the taxes or to handle, but it is a necessity. This is the man who today, eti kwatsele kwa obi anidin ya kwatsele kwa na brabani ya kwatsele kwa sa kwatsele kwa so ba montama na ne manko bebia bisanidi
na sabre na oka asase no mojitum mu opposition mo ka sen.
We told you that in fact we will not endorse these nuisance taxes. That if Ghanaians gave us the opportunity, we came into office, we're going to do away with all those nuisance taxes. Did we or did we not?
Have you?
No, maybe I will be the question since 2017, when we assumed office, as many as over 17 nuisance taxes were all scrapped off. 2017. Go back and check. But yeah, come Mahama and there. Well, who is the same Pinciado? No, they are opposed to levy. Their prayer, see, let me tell you, their prayer is that this country must come crashing. Right from the beginning of the year, and now to forcing, about to me there, prices of commodities and items were going to skyrocket. A car there in 2017, he gave the same prophecy. Then we're going to go back to the 83 days. There will be famine, all kinds of things. That, see, when they are out of office, they do not wish anything good for this country. They do not. And some of 2017, Nanyami, until the saying, 2017, bumper harvest all over the place. Economy, even though the one that was inherited was in pure tatters. And so Kufuor say, 2017, yes, the free SHS, yes, the bank. 2022, he was all over the place giving the same prophecy. And no, and now, a man paying that original today. They are opposed to the levy. Masama, man, no major, no pimp, my what's him. Odu bibim, man card it, now so choice some. Oh, but no, there. What the into what be the bar? Emma, a sorry no man, Jane. One the man can't cry, what we now, what can't well know the share. Emma, the one here don't want to what that boy man who brought now, what that more man walk can. Would you know what fair were ye? Shall we summon a chum? the more suffer to Radinian for man, more suffer to see that for man. A Radin, Yasun season, you may season your man, or man we no man can cook. On yada, or man paying, and me a pamphlet. Miss Sarrow, there's a cabin soon could be so hard. What about the way you know what that without more mine a black? Or ya da, oh, cacad, baba. Da, oh, ya, on your pain or telgum. Cadna, cacad, baba. Da, Professor, Kwame Sassanti, or the baba. And the dodoina, the pay Masugumo don't can't cry at the baba, on no man, obegi, not that way, no bra. Na, a Juma Quam per se. Ejumaku and pese na na mi no kwame pene wa emi na kwame
makasa ho
enjo mo sia de hwehwehwe yi
makasa ho
enjo bad mo sia hwehwehwe wo chi
enjo makasa ho
enti je de ja ya ha fi ma ya sha afia so
na so sha ze ko uko woni
ma ya sha afia sentim srawa mesro emi na kwame pene wa professor mamike eya enti mamike ti bia fra ya na professor ada
na makasa ho
enjo che ma hu short time enti ampim ma wo tem kakra ememede baba ma wode baba ana yeba kaka abo anu na yeda ayo man no adwuma na dem American adwuma kwa mpese adwuma ku ampese wo boka na wodidi on yeda isomara na won sa aka dem ba adriver fo wo pɛ kwan ekwan papa dem ba yenkurase wo pɛ nsu papa wanom wo pɛ kanyina he asipiti papa agenda 111 ya oman pain danu yerba buban kuma baba da hia kon du ya orfado no da bo man wa da bo tugoda odi yetum oye mensin biara ye nya hospital kasa se yerba kubudum bi so ba na ye mana eti da men na da misike what ye da misike what the kakan na what ye na impon padi ye ato miche abra oya mbeye be na ka obako ekuru no dewu na ko no atasen akaba ne ye hunu wura na amamefo be ekagiro hin nanyim na oda se wan bem wada no mbo hin yara na dwontrol ba kire de na sadamda no oban twene mebe na so twene mebe da no kire owu no che wa agba emi wa agba me yankoso enti NDC na president Mahama enwode so ka ho a ntoman we butu wago so ka ho nkuti da enti baba na ye ntumo yansa hienu asaba to yo na che wo hihye hodem na wo de husi. It is not for them to see a certain good progress for this country. And see, they will continue to be opposed. They will continue to be opposed to the E-levy. Or say no when him there. Say Kikaboma, and now a man be at to Nufutum, my daughter will to die. Now good sense will prevail. Nana, share, but the man will be rain, him there. A professor, I a cradle. But the man will be rain. I E-levy. Ma aswaya na the kwakada finance minister manoso ohye sikasam maboko ministry of roads maboko ministry of transport maboko ministry of environment education onu na wa ye ni na mother ko parliament wa approve nene I'm sure you get the point. You know the trajectory I'm on now. Parliament sikasamna wa chiche da ministries mo de djuma afikonse ni na he did not do so, not recognizing the E-levy as component, as an integral component. And see, the resources which are to be given out to these ministries have been based on how much on the leg of the E-levy is coming in. And see, sir, a choir, a memorship, that will be your lordship, a mensa, Nanamwa, the me chere oya amasma ekwan adahwa say ye botum ya amasma me a wotem ode ye bo kakra mo fi Mori Junction ode ba besa amasma da me kwan ye tumi aye say ye kada ye hwa manguti a ele da ye hwehwe no so ye nsenenka fakakabra ma fakakabra ni so aban no duam ma aban ontum onye man hwe say ye pema ye oya wo fra na ai ankamu ade kwa dikasi me na Francine krom ekwan ando so wada hwacher si ye tumi ya nana oni de hina kakanka me ye tumi ya da mo kwan na nche ndi si de ho de ne ye ntuma aye ni we be gina do na wada gbose ni we gina do wada kada the meeting to abama a party that issued a statement to the effect that oya man pain no so afa wa paunda or bo hwe sika samdo what's at the button onya da oya de na mum the party's policy is that for as long as if he does not perform that will not them that will catapult them into coming into office. It's between the two. Oba for the Obama Mwab office. Obama Mwaba Abem. This is a party that is on the sideline. And whose former presidential candidate? Nana all Kwakoto plane. All Kwakoto plane. Other Momai. First as vice president. Negotiation Okakaye. Okafa na Numia. Emoya Madreman. Oya negotiation way. Millions of euros. Kokrokoo. It is only here in our jurisdiction, the part of the world, no be to them, who should be doing time in jail. Now, when you that opportunity again, no general platform do, no there will be corruption, no there we are opposed to tax that will seek to see us progress. It's only in our part of the world. Elsewhere, he will be doing time in jail. Nana, elsewhere. To be on my contractor. Contractor, Ejuma. My contractor so to over $600,000 is the man. To be on my contractor, Ejuma. My contractor, to brand new Ford.
Contractor may have 7 years king.
Now you may Bokanabe contractor we have finished. Nana, we have Bokanabe contractor is.
Why can I do it?
Can I want no, Nana, you be a question since. Because your bank is full of all this information.
Okay, they make me who
I don't want to tell you that's so clear. But now, that's so clear. Name the same to tea. I don't. Oh, yeah, it's sure I moved to if you go. President Mama, who decided to set up what he called SADA, Savannah Accelerated Development Authority, and through that medium, millions and millions and millions of Ghanaian good cities deprived his own people. President Mama, again, and why President Kufuor no, my goodness, I'm saying that it is only our part of the world. No, be until Mobenya, itum. Now I shall see or Kasa. Elsewhere, he will be doing time in jail. Nana, when I'm was a quanoa. Mamma Cabana Mambuti me did do. Into Minjam, na mother, you went, then also soon. And see a bassa, I be built. Messing them.
My mom was who said, Wakasa for 38 minutes.
What
Ubet me the Argentina and be sending Afaho and 1 year Juma and no pay. And 1 year Juma no pay 0244 844 488. Anthony Saki says, Nana Yakese the Cardinal, good morning. It is very unfortunate that consistently the NDC and the ACME speak against the e-levy. Together, we can build this nation with taxes. And so, why should they rise against this noble idea? Let's come together and accept the e-levy to enable Ghana develop. Greetings to Honorable Kwame Duncan.
Hey, Bakupe.
Juma Kwampesi. Also, Obeding. Oboko Udi Anare Oboka Udi you just NCNC you mate minimpa hey Saki Zwabro Uhuza on the platform Kana former President Mahama should be the last person to criticize Akufo-Addo-led government. Is he not the same man who taxed condoms and contraceptives? The economy is collapsing, yet he and his aides receive monthly salary and allowances from the state. Some of us didn't attend this short memory academy. We still remember his vulgar display of opulence, flying presidential jet to swing seesaw ride, a jet ski, and among others.
He was using 2 jets to campaign. 2 jets. No battery. No battery. 2 jets.
President.
And helicopters rather. Helicopters too.
President
no battery.
President Akufo-Addo knows how to revive a COVID-ravaged economy, something you will ever remain clueless about. Samuel Brian Boabeng Aoshi, and what do we say? By I say Nana Okese, as we spend time discussing e-levy, Bogoso massacre and other equally pressing national issues, let us also pay critical attention to the reemergence of the Boku crisis. Peace is paramount to economic growth. Jomo Pokuase Festus and Ode we efri ebaye Shiftman or say ewo atunsu or say Lakadna Ghana armed forces know what they are doing, so I would implore Ghanaians not to read political connotations. Okay, we are okay. I think I read the wrong one. Kadna, it's obvious that this NPP government has managed our economy very well under COVID-19. The NDC, in their frustrated state, just want to sabotage government, but their plans on the e-levy will fall flat. Regards to Chairman Odenhokwaku Apia, aka Koka, Nana B, and Honorable Joseph Asante, aka Sikao Bush, NPP Bosom Constituency Chairman Hopeful, Chefman of Say, and Oduisi Ifri Atunsu at the buy. And Fredia Ufori Acta says, has Peace adopted a new language policy? Host and Cape Coast guest, my own brother, have ruffled themselves this morning on key issues. Nana Fredia. Okay, this one for you, Honorable Kwame Duncan. I am from a Jumako Techiman. Tell Honorable Kwame Duncan that we will charge him copyright. Dr. Sribo Kweku.
Copyright anyway. My lawyer.
Now, something significant is happening in Ghana. I woke up this morning to see my house address posted on my gate freely and road being asphalted. Ghana is moving forward. George Kwarting in Adenta. Ernest von Taifa says, Nana, former President John Dramani Mahama described himself as a dead goat, meaning Aponchifunu, and mismanaged the economy. Nana Addo is the only president who provided free water and electricity in this COVID-19 period. Things are still moving in the right direction. Let's support the MPP government to create more jobs. Good morning to Michael Kwe Jr. and Justin Korea Frimpong of YEA. And there's some Taifa and Odi we say so by okay. This one says hey okay. Nana Okese, good morning and happy new year. Just want to congratulate you and your team for putting smiles on the faces of Ghanaians across the world, especially the morning ones. Could you imagine how these white people were looking at me this morning in Birmingham, UK, as I was driving to the city traffic alone? But my laughing, I think they had it. I'm sure Some might have thought I am a mad person. No, you are not. You are not. You are not. Okay. Dr. Frankie Asaridonko, you know, I say, Papa. I was a UK. No. Aha. Okay. Nana Freddie of Uriata, how do you would it here? Tell Nana Freddie of Uriata to stop disturbing our ears. Guess who? Kwekubago.
You always be there in defense of Infante and
Nana Fredria of Furiata. This one unedited. Read as received. Tell Nana Fredria of Furiata to stop disturbing our ears. Nana, champion Nasem. The road will be muddy, but we know that definitely with God on our side, we will get there. Mame Ajwa and also Eddie we say
Mame Ajwa who caused a lot is that
yeah ono Mame Ajwa na Mame Ajwa na open and close ono I
open and close
otiasie pa onim denti odesa
anto Mame Ajwa.
Okay, Nana Freddy Oforiata comes back to say, see this Manchester United alliance. Nana Freddy de obenya so. Okay. Doc.
Papa.
Eba chobrem.
Yo, Nana. Mama wachi bio. Ametiefu ache. Afi mukasa free me maso ye. Mo bia fishiapa. Mfingu ye mfeso. Afadan se ne wo ho. Enye yenkoso nya adwumaden mo omenyi. Ni aye pebia ye nsanka. Ye nyanso anom ya.
Ami.
Aho sang ne ehia. Openya nkwatenten na debia Ghana mfane ntama pamfura.
Amen.
Ne be musume serende. Empire. Onipa busue ne obedan agina mu abiri de nim nwi betu yen aduan mu de. So onipa na de Ghana mpen. Da na da.
Amen.
Nana wonsama watintimi eya kono eya nije mefiase. Wutietie won a wo kyerɛw text ne niama brewo na hona mefa men komona fi uti won kasa won aso owura mahama mu se oyese na ne breso yehu se woka wodika esane se sansem ni bi wo ha ne breso no eba so yehu yangampe engani anyehu na mum ne mpese memma etiefo wotene se wo yo manga so worokoto aba wo hwe sa ne nyina na wogina so no woto aba nti wonya to aba wi a sa nkomo no yengadi awie so yes wanye se na enti abato ayeto eye 2016 no sa dedin sa nkomo no etwa nawo so wura kufu ado wona onimode wono man nyina agi watum se ko na fa yenko bo sha asase no so enunti what is to me mawa okwo anim okeka na okeka ko achi pe na che se to me na wode amawo no we abugyegiam dabi nana medianu ekogu na metu amasam so wo e-level so na omen bi ani wa obetuma ye worin hwehwe sika na wode beye dabi esane se omangde wodiska na ye enunti eya bambia said say brano no wobu nkompon na wohwe won achi na wohu adwene pa bia wode bebegu apon so abo omang no wobenya sika afim na wode ayo mang no na wutumefa okwampa so na wo yesade na enu no broni se na wo capacity no na wo build the extractive capacity say ayabengbi said say obejije ntoboa nkakra no de aye mang no enunti abengbi oso onyije ntoboa no sa bang no obroni bekese ne capacity ye weak esa ne say ubenya sika afi na ujije ntoboa nso a bibiara no etese wode yo mang na wohwe amanyo samna ne fare ba ko ye mra hye begwam adwuma ekoso se wo ye budgeter budget no ewo nkwanta bien revenue side and expenditure. You me de mani bua me say sika se afi na me de mani bua me jeje ntoboa mejije se eno nen na nenka bom ne nkwanta no so no eno ne budget na wo de ba na wo de beto mrahye bagu anim a niema bien wotumi jetum anaso wotumi to kire na biribiara no owura otis amen ate asese se ugije ubeje meto dia ma na musifo wonyentum efi se wonyina ho mamea ene na hu hia se ubeje meto bia mi ma hoden afi sa kasenum enu nti biribia no sa ban yeso be budget no dia beto parliament a eti se odi nkomo ne den on a parliament for kasa on ye ku ahoro a wonimde wobua amanyosam budget adwuma wodi nkomo na efe ema kasa ko nipatim ema nkyerɛkyerɛ nso tuase tuaso yo na efe sa ne mani nyina fa ne ntama pafura wo de budget se no beto a wo hwe wo boso baako abien a onga gyatum na mum ankobasa na akoye se maye esanse me otumi nti me de ba beto ma hwe wo pa gyetum wo pa nyintum esana ma hoden wo parliament nti meye ne amepepe na wako presawere o presawere pe no bi panenta magua ayasam foforo na sankwanta ne ebe bepuesu wo hwe e-levy me ametuwe menchi e-levy wonga we say no wenyentum me no won ni faako dabi men kwanta ya soronko me jetum na mum ne kese tax no eno na mani nyu ene den obi anim se menyo bia masua economics o man sika nkonta na nhyehyɛ dabi meni hu nim de na won anim de na wo fintep super bi to yananum na yegina so ne yakasa wo hwɛ economics wo omenum ha ene wo hwɛ won asua finance ne niam ne yakeka ho what the one kunta betu abontin say you ewo mu se aban rebon ho modern nanso osuto form yedin so wo hwe oyare kodi ewu a wo friend covid abangi panta magu ho ekwen pa na nu echi no ye hunyo ye na mom esane se onipa hia hoto ansana waye ne open se wotutu wani a uhu se ho kire kakraba ewom se aban bon ho modern ho kire ba wukogu aso a esonsa ne yete wotutu wani a niema yeden enu nti ne be manipa ehu ahang nan kakra ne se wonfa megina 0.5 nkosi 1.0 na emu bia emu ho no o fa tax ni fi ho a ababu obia mpanin akasa asemu aban se dabi mede baabi a megina ya na megina enu nti yehu nsunsuanso o parliament eye dede na du baabi a eye ne ayempe ne ntokwa no ho niama yempe sa de esane se obi ani wa wo pese wo ye oman a wo de ntokwa na eye dabi wonfo tuo wonfa ba wonfa twere enyo man eye ka na menka bi yi o kire wadwene ne enko enu nti enu na de abedu sa nkwantai utietie nkrofo ya no wo men mu ha yi wo woni ameka ho se 1.75 ewo soro enu nti yekoso gina ho ara se abanhwe na oni di nkomo ni jesam anope a mokankan dawurbon krata ahuru amude begu ye da edi ne se aban afiase tuanamon ne nkrofo re kasa wo ho ewomu se etesa nka ba mfiase nara na mum ufum kuma wutumi getum se mere mfum nwa nti aban no ehu na wafiase di nkomo omose nyoyo oni nkomo no na nipa entiase na bansu nyentum se wudi sa nkomo na ebetuma ba se baabi a wugina ho no etesa wotew so a etesa bantumi tew so enye ne den maneti bendia na mmom oppress awere so obegina ho pe na ekere se waye kanka bi okon bi nka bi oman wonye no sa na menye ni se so kwan na ban pe so fa so enunti ye bekoso aka aban se bribia no oman komodi enkoso ne afiase enkoso na nkyerɛkyerɛmu emra wohwɛ saa taxi ene hu dede wana ni titiriw ne egina so ba akwekofa saa dede aba pa na se wohwɛ omanmu eto da bia na sika fa yensam na gu ubehu na ketase chene pro remene yen na wohwɛ auditor general report ode ba sika efa yensam gu na eye ahometew eye asafam na obuabu ane a utumi hu se nea yehwehwe yi levy di aman nkorampon afa yensam agu eninti nipa gina ho kese so saa sika nyina mu gia mu betumi ahwe so ye na mode aye adwuma na ho na ni nsunsanso bepue nea yefren state capacity o say administrative capacity say ye de oman atumi ahye won sa ma na kandi bia fa ye adwuma se ne se enunti saa chima no ana sington ba pe na ya asafam yere ko ngani mejedi sa ban behwe ho da bi na me ne MPP fu mpanimfu bi di nkomo o TV so saa na wo kire se auditor general report no kura bi wo ho a nensam no na won ayi ano deda bi wo kura mpo na sika no won agige bi ne ho niema na me se mi wura waka asempa se bi agu ene dan se mutumi gige bi na mutumi nia atosin mo hye ne ma ada na mo hu dawuru ebisa wo ya ade na wo ye wo dan ma obi ehu jese wo yere ana wa damfo a wo ne da dan no be hu enunti aban ma na ni nko ho ebisa eno nso ye nipa atiben se me disika ma aban a metua me ntoboa na me de ma man so mfa nyim puntunwuma so aban de beye ana aban de beye ni asebe emfata nense saa ho no nkonta na nso me gede sa aban ntwa na ni nko ho se wo hwe a bribia no yan haw ba ko a ekita yan a bribia no yakwa hunchirim eye yakoto aba ye tase sika dodo na bribia no so yabeto awie na ho kyeraba na bribia no se yenya tumi nso ya ubehu sa aban nya tumi a opanenta magu so mere yama ye fe economics for baka chiro so wo frɛ sa de say political business cycle say worokwa abato a party bia no te ekonwa so anaso opposition obeka chire wo se umamitumi a meyo man ni yipa se onyame chade na wadi tumi ma sa party na wo ba unzo wo ye ni yipa wo beye ama ye fe aya kono ayede na worokoto aba ubehu se campaign ne ho niema na efedi agensam migedi se saadi ha wo menyi yemen ani nko ho se ye pese yema yensi kam konta na ne nhyehyɛ ye pepepa yemen ani nko na ne fare bai ne ko wie wo corruption political party financing bibiara no party ye den na ye finance won ana se sika bag ne yedi pia won ukọ amanhoro so ya mra wo hopeng over America wuntumi nyi sika ma party bia wo betre mwakodu baabi wo bekwa fiase na wo hwe menwe a ye pass antaman ho eye ntibibia no eye den man na sa ne men no ekutia oman sika nkonta na ne nhyehyɛ pa enunti mesre aben se yekɔ nanimu yi omo yekɔ nganimu yi omo moden se ne ayeken obetie no betie na sopam na se eta suma onfa nya adwuma yiwo menye ni se aben bia wo hɔ aben bi wo hɔ a yenganya wo omen mu ha obeye na adwene se onpeso oyo omen ene den esan se wopetumi wo omen mu ha obroni be ka kire say a contest of ideas and referendum of your work we hia adwuma na waye na wagina ho na daache eba se murubu nkonta wodo nsa be kire se wo so sansa fa de ode kire o se na me ye wo hwe aban ya owe hoya orebon humodin akwani asa nyina mu na mesra ni se sa levy edi oseni abekurum edi deden ontie na sopam menka won a we say tax no e-levy no debi minni sa nkwanta no so debi ni amemme won so ne say ekosoro dodo enu nti eba forma anka babuan sa nkomon na wo hwa aban ne ma odi agu apon so ya ba ko ye nige wo mu na say orofo akwanhuru bebre so ya odi benya sika nti ema nkomo ne yetire uma yekese bibia no yemfa yen ani nsambe bi baako ne yede ahwe sika o e-levy azama yeken ya da bia na medwon na me say hina no kofa bae bibi mesan ka bio metie KSM no di owura bi ba ne program ofre no lenu no ya adwuma on NASA no say worry a robot aqua space net say was sending messages na sa idea no ena ewo mobile phone mo ne sa ne man hwe mobile phone adwuma nipa bi ye na aba ne hwe se na akuati okom ahokyere ene ho ne ma mesre abengi ene aban bia ye benya daachi bia no se momi ngani nko ho se ye betre ye ntaben ahwehwe ne ma bia ebe me nsika da na da na eno na ebebu omen na biribiara no ye ntwen se obi nya ne mfa tax nto so ne enyi gebiribi na mu ayin da bi ye nso ye betuma ye biribi na ne ye de wo sa asem no ho se wo hwe digitization ye nwura vice president ka ho asem ya asempa ene den ye data ene technology asem abi na minye ni se party bi betuma ba o se digitization on vanya adwuma ene na sa party wa ka echi mfe oha esa ne se digitization no ene no wode adigi nyina wo hwehwe data wo baabi na wode aye wa adwuma wo mia mfiri so ya wo nsaka wo hwehwe house number dabi me ne na nsen ya me sorry na obi de bibia tim me dan ho a o se house number na so asempani ni sa wote ase emma bibia emma manyosam emu da ho oman hyehyei emu da ho emma obia ne wo hwehwe se information bia no nsaka nti so kwan no menye ni say okwan mo kora digitization enkoso da na da ne mue oman no mu na oman no hu bia bia obetuma nya sika fi ene modern boy obetuma bo ne atuso biem sa wo hwe oman bia akoso no won ton won niama sebe keke na wodi bi kan ene no bro ni friend value addition ene nti wo ton cocoa na woton na ba na keka watu opetetu enkosi hwe wo hia se wodi bibi ka ho yenwura kufu obra otie konwa so no okonsra hwe wo creek na wo kire niema wodi koko ye ese wani na nsa wo ka kire wo ye niema bebre da bia na me ka kire me school fu se abeg bi obetu na ni asi koko so se obehye mu kran no obetumi de kumokom atuase afi obenmu a efi se wo ye factory a eye chocolate a eye one industry eye pebbles one industry Milo say yabo sadi hu bang na ye nya nhehye pa mi gye di say sa 1D 1F no abeni esomo den no se ehye mu kana e de yembe kwa kodu sa bosha asase so abri biara no ye nton ye niam keke ye de niam beka ho ye mpata na ye de kwama no ne koko ye de niam bi aka ho na amayen sika moroso nku ewo ceremony niama ya bo modern ne de niama bi apete so ya sonso na ye de aye niama se ye for so kwan no so ya menye ne ze da bia no na ye de ngani besa se o ahia na ese yenya sika owu mo nkwamo ese yenya sika wo da bi ye ntrɛw ye ntaben ne ye hwehwɛ niama bebre ne ameka kwa akosi ne se e-levy no aban tia ontie ye nkasa ebeboa ene den esanse ninsunsanso wabatum se waye bibia awie no eba se etese wubu nkonta akiro man na sa nkontabun wode bewi abato na wo hwo man mu a nhwehwe ya denedi se ade edi kan anga na fugina so emfa ho party owom emfa ho ebusuaku odom emfa ho se oye abrante ababa akokora abrewa ene ne akeka ho dabi na emum ade ohwe pa di kan na etunofo no de to aba eye omansika nkonta na nhyehyɛ economy enunti aban biara yenganya for republic bibiara wa abɔ modern say n'ani bɛkɔ economy ho mesra aban yi say ni nnwuma a wabɛyɛ no ɔpɛsɛ ɔyɛ na kwawie na suani na yakɔno na yɛ da ɔma n'ani nkɔ e-levy asɛm because ɛsensɛn economy no mu papa na ɔyɛ ni ya wɔ mfaso obenya wanye ni ya asɔhwe wɔ hɔ man sɛ wohwɛ anema manfo gina so to ababa ko paa yɛ impuntu dwuma na ni nyina na sɛ ubenya sika na wode ayɛ ɛwɔ mu sɛ wohia sika na wode ayɛ na mmom nye to a ɛbɛyɛ to a ɛfe na yɛ den sɛ wurigye na wurigye nso a na yɛ twe na mentwe migye de sɛ aban no pɛ sɛ ɔda ne nnwuma adi akyi ne nnwuma a ɔyɛ no ɔda n'adi na ɔde kyerɛ mansan ɛno nti biribiara no yɛka obetie no tie nso a ɔntie no asopam manu ato
abantie na otie so a ontie no asopam Dr. Kwame Sasante and odo we say ato aso anope Kokrokoo dwumadi no asogu so a utie this one says Nana Akese former President Mahama should bear in mind that not all Ghanaians have short memory. Every country is struggling in this coronavirus era. The government is making effort to help the community and the economy to recover, and I'm very optimistic things will turn around soon. God bless our homeland Ghana. Kofi Nyakon say, and what do we say if free Holland at the Ebaye Aferi anyway if it had go down or say Mahama and the NDC wish the economy will come to a halt, but their wishful thinking will not see the light of the day. Ghana's economy will definitely bounce back under the able leadership of Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. My regards to Honorable Kwame Duncan and Prince Ama MP Kwesi Mintim. Afari no do we fit go down at the buy. Ya Marvin Ewo Kwesi Mintim. Ya Marvin say, can we thank the GMPC Foundation for the speedy response to the educational needs of the people of Apiati, like state housing. My deepest condolences to them. Okay, Yamavin or do we say Babetum, Uncle Kwame Duncan, Ewaha no pay, and I feel Dr. Sasantis so Ewaha. Uncle,
yeah.
Round 2.
That's right.
Round 2, every other thing inclusive.
Okay. My everybody says, yeah. Nana oye riazi na fanze ananyina na dania oye British Broadcasting Corporation BBC shuma waye dania wo riazi na fa ananyina 7 reasons inflation. It's themed 7 reasons the cost of living is going up around the world. Na 7 reasons in embracing rising energy and petrol prices, and that is what is happening around the entire world. Entire saying there, oidama a yarban nan rukufum. Inti sanan rukufum there. No, the economies around the world will begin to open up. Today, urukejuma, yasha city year boom, ye pum or today. Man yet can. Yes, I have had a dame. San Hina is the Bakama, at the Bakam there, Yarban or Kufum. Daman Sasunti, not a Daman Sana, a patron, Yarban Ban, Yakasha, lockdown. May Unquajuma, Yejuma, Nasa Petro, ye demanding Akufuma. Akufum, a bonus of Kufum. It says, yeah, economy and a Jumaya, Numurube, Mawako, Moroccan. Not a Daman. Motukar in few by Shasri Yejuma in Siabe petrol. So I say, oh yeah, petrol. Yadi, I found that no boat or cushion. So, but sir, Bibia, it's all not to chair, more trouble, yeah, good shortages. On them, Yabano bad in tea. Raw materials, crown pie being here, Nana, it being here. ABI Jiffy or man bido. Raw materials are one sabaka, made to me that Yejuma, and Madame, if you have a grandma man for your baton. Yabe or bad in tea, or Baba Yef in India, Madame raw materials sitting na sending young Pobenya, or Bokwachi, in Sidina, Daman Chade. Say nkan na sama ye mpaboa. Madam mpaboa bibiara nsi no kwa mama ye madodo obegodwa. Onye da no akwatwe emma onye da amanfo war trade wo benya nti demanding another me benya bin onyi surupi into the bon onye da obakosoro ozana say demand kosoro na so supply into me share no tell them ebon obakosoro na yaba no ba nti akwa da madini na to ama nzama wo wi ada fa na nebo olkosoro obiara na nyi oda ho na yeda ndada na yeda yambon fanfa manfo nyodo they are vulnerables ya kagu aswom yeda kohwi yakoda de yekehye mu okumase na propaganda the a political party na what the baba ade won abraba ina nyade akohwisam kote emma wo political office kra what to the propaganda secretary chede moye fitan wo bohwa wa kada oyetuntum mo bi kwa baten we free kasiro mo kada se wo hu apancha won kra oye nantwi se wo hu tuntuma won kra oye fita
e bia na sa aponche no so
aponche so mo obodu nantwi aya no aponche ba no hu ya yo the particular political party said that one bongo that akofia to and they will never reform. 2020 abaya ekotu. They mounted the same platform Okumase, and they were seeking very hard to pitch the head of Ashanti region against MPP, especially former minister no Bonga Alpha for some time so no act to Ashanti region. Political under 1992 democratic dispensation obi Kokrokoo mo ba chadam pass. He has been working a free man. Na so jina simple do na so cancer ma. On fa wo kra dan to tan obaba. Nto tan ode baba. Na da ni na so se na wo san ke gina hobio. Na wo fi there wo certain safe regions. Na mum se wo tumi ja kohwa masoto. Enuanu ma wo asantimem oto ho aso mza. Na se wo nya bi wo ha. Oya no tede what about bim? Na Ghana fun yayim de ye obi mo ha ahochire kakraba na chi mabeka bia ntasen aye mote na mom ne dodo na henwa da ho hwe ai nsama so na meka BBC wa ye hu hwehwemin shipping cost na nwa wa ye shi ai wo fa na ai aboso kanfie amumu afiri hwehwemede ada mudi wada dai emom pa chen shipping cost kabisa sa shipping cost ada other one the man zerba sa by 2 years ago na so wajo 10,000 and in the last 2 years because of COVID lockdown aba ni na were affected and therefore if the ship decides to take the risk then I'm taking a risk at a higher cost and to say the kabisa on shipping cost 2 years ago and now in 100 folds. Once that happens so sir nana the cost will be passed on to the consumer. Nina, and when you order when you know when you todo that I'm not say. And Zama, BBC higher the mush show me. Now I'll give you the link. Na I share. You are the nafa na. But you ask yourself there, Ghana, are we that bad? Even though me jitum, do na jitum. Dampa ahochira abam nanso nana sadi to tum nkronkro amaya pi do a se yenya ekufu ado na ba omi aban da mabri ya ba mana na wo wa ban ma na so kaya ya anum hodi a then nana even at a time when we had just doom so we had cholera. What we went through as a country nana cholera. For 1 year running, the regions were just reporting deaths. Doom so running for 4 years. Not one single relief for the people. Say you go for do no iba wo me ho aban wo the mabria the mibiade oye na ba ya nana nte ga na bia yin be ma nche yate ya wo sesi a na ma bo no do po ewe kura na nachi ai wo nsusu na ohan wo synopsis kakra wa kachi speaker apologizes to Ghanaians as he takes full responsibility for levy ruckus in parliament. Your question is good move or much ado about nothing. I'm sure as many that I've heard me read, what's the word? This one, Master Kwame, it's much ado about nothing, I'm sure. And the matter aftermath of Apiate, and done more within a year, but ordinarily more honey Apiate.
Sir, okay, so I can fantasize about on say, I may be something maybe or see crony appear as a Kwame Nati. Into Kwame Nati. Apiate.
Okay. Apiate disaster. Government set up support fund to help the people of Apiate. And the last one, industrial strike. Industrial strike. Public universities at risk of shutdown as UTAG strike enters week 3. Yeah, your professor. Yeah. Na me to na professor Fernandez in fancy na fi mo akechi bia yan hwede fi nkwanka na makai pa Professor Kwe in speaker. He had very noble, great intentions. We na address on mine. I will recommend all people to go look for that address. He had in mind a legislature that is solid, a legislature that is found to be playing its role, constitutional role. Oye mbreshe begofo so a what's hwadwuma se na wonfa hwadwuma ntufom. Anytime Nana Mapede may reflect, I go back to that address. Whether he was successful, whether he had his objectives realized, maybe that another discussion will take care of that. Na kwabiado. Now for me to say, oh yeah. And ma yakwa kwatu 2020 ma mokwe wiem Ghana fo nwa wato e wodi tumin wodi share president nsa e kwa keke kadem na mum mrashe begwa obom ebe wodi kukita MPP wodi kukita NDC manodun onu no sasunti MPP na so ba sam na obai me yebedu ina aya na yaso ebisi ho de hwana no wo hemu na ka dom ho a ka ku ho a ya wo pe o so pam kutu kwaku an wetu abre chefo na yi na banka wo ma no bofama odwuyam bada na waya ma waya uya badi na waya ma waya uya de gina party na name dodo mpempem a wo constituency edi wachi impo ya dam no retain. Let him continue to live with that guilty conscience forever. And because it's a impana anya dama ntenana say impan wa anya dama in Ghana's parliament, 137 is equal to 138. That's what we have today. 137 is equal to 138. It is a 275 member parliament. And it is for good reason. And all these members of parliament have a mandate. When a mandate. When one person and what the 2 minutes are man there, Kejina ho, when your name, I can't see how a banana. No, Kasa, man, you want them. Yeah, Mancasa make you day. Cardinal Balquam, Manonam, Mancasa make you that. And I'm so I know you have for my first time. My ambitious about company, Uncle 11:30. I'm better with you, conversation or task. Heh, Nana. And person I don't know how but now what when are you saying that if I came to the house and I got elected to become a deputy speaker, that has an overriding power to take that mandate away from the people? 137 against 138, and they are held to ransom. It can never be. I can't see how Supreme Court will put such an interpretation to it there. Maybe deputy speaker. I'm not the speaker. That is why if you are a member of parliament or you are a minister and you are elected the speaker, you resign. Or Sunday, you become that umpire. But in order that the speaker be supported, you need to make up for supporting him outside the legislature. And the first deputy speaker, second deputy speaker, you are saying that if I'm elected to be a first deputy speaker or second deputy speaker, now when I preside and there is a tie, I cannot cast a ballot in the name of the people who sent me to parliament. 137 now is equal to 138. What a mathematical equation. The impa oyadam MPP nya hina yebo tunku. Now in the campaign period, sometimes I slept as late as 3 a.m., 4 a.m. You are man paying the nebedechi. And to the very farthest end of our region. Nema me police commander of an Abi Betumesi. The Marburns no problems Kakabo Kwando. Near my Shanty region. Police of my God is the Buddha Central region. The police district would be our man deep in the night before we get home. And that was what happened across the entire country. Now you are caught to Aba. You are to obey you in the name of MPP. Now, that is what the party has proposed. I caught wait here. No one's in Sweden. You power yet them, no, you able to them, or you are but them. You are not deserving. You are not deserving of this honor as a member of parliament. Betray the cause for which some died in prison. The cause for which some died. Pay the ultimate price with their lives. You, that single person, betray that cause. Niyabodriama. Omani na the tomb ashab omanpeyinism. And yet, NDC onamo equal no mesinti. They say they will not permit the omanpeyin to be able to roll his programs out. Where does this happen? Now, Mamika is doing that. Aban Babin. Right Honorable, what to abandon? Very initially, he showed very wonderful signs. This is going to be a firm speaker, a speaker that will not be non-partisan, but will not be neutral either. Just like Alajete. Na Masha Nana Masha. Ma all the parliament is kwan or ya wa agree be but more the parliament is kwan now mama saying that both sides must not be holding press conferences whether we like it or not until the contrary is done, which is that the necessary motion be tabled, and if they have the 2/3 to be able to take him off the seat, until that is done, he remains the speaker and he will be so. Both sides should refrain from there. You hold the press conference. There, you cannot perform on your Nejuma. You are supporting that way. It does not portray a good image, a good picture of the legislature at all. But having said that, Nana, he himself, Right Honorable Aban Babin. Mr. Speaker, you are talking too much. Speaker, you levy a government policy that if you get this policy through, the people will vote against you. A speaker. Okay, then, as a speaker, not wanting to see the government voted out. One guy said, your policy said, never come on from that. A speaker. In the left, he is speaking. In the right, he is speaking. Everywhere. My goodness. So, Alban Barbin is not helping the situation. And it does Father, I agree. I agree that we must promote our own. We must promote our culture. But I am charming is on Babati. Obi catcher that charming, Munko baby, Melco, a charming, no one, a charming, a charming, no Babuti, na Copper chain, Kasaka, a Wafana Dukuskera, by 50 kilograms, Ogunkom, a charming yada. It was we endorse promotion of our culture. It must be promoted in the right way. You don't go wearing a boutique as charming. No, that can turn Maria. Mr. Speaker, let's talk. Focus on the speakership. What will grow the legislature? And don't show that space which will make people either tag you here or there. That is why you are the speaker. Not all decisions. Yeah, maybe na na citing ya obajatum. But makasina yes. That is the way a speaker must go. Now, as today our apacho. As for the mapacho, right from the beginning of 2021. No what apacho I say. They decided there. Now it's no longer going to be a mental power. But I wasn't a member of parliament. Members of parliament are what they make across the aisle. What boot you find a polling booth. Now, what country speaker, Negua, members of parliament. You did this. We thought you had retreated to go and do a certain reflection over it. And you came back west. Now, the bar we are no apachow. The bar no asa cable, no we are apachow. We will hang on for now and see beyond that achapaya us will take full responsibility. A minority and majority, they also spoke. Yeah, beyond this, what happens? We will judge them by the achapa in the days ahead, in the months ahead. The Mario Crown Apati Munde Namanu Munde Papa Namanu. Hey! That for a whole village to be flattered the way it was. No, but maybe some more there. Damuka na no kita or explosives. I mean, experts must come and explain. What is it?
In fact, I know permanent Honorable Mekuduka Ekasa.
Oh, Mekuduka, Deputy Minister. I expect. Make expert there. No explosives. Say maybe some more there. Explosives. They did require, or does it require there? It doesn't have to have any agitation. You are a science man. Agitation. If there was agitation, maybe it will excite certain molecular movement and will lead to the explosion. So if it doesn't require agitation, then how best could it be transported? Because vehicles, as they move on the road, they naturally will experience agitations. I don't say what's all the name to the Kokrokoo. From other account I'm meeting, there was no certain. You see, what was the particular specific thing? Other than agitation by explosives. What could do?
Maybe committee and a
there's a committee in place.
Yes, and I make a
ministerial committee.
Sure. When I make a or can't say automatic committee or more share now at least by 2 weeks time no you been on report now.
There must be every act and its explanation with extensive recommendations. Because see, so yeah, over from the port. I don't know where the explosives are taken from. Where is the source? So from the port. No one didn't hear which means that what happened in Apiati could happen any other part of this country. The mayor crowd, Professor, Mr. My 2 kids, they came home as early as October 5th or so. One guy somehow come and why agitated? What if you are telling me say why they have given up? Mention Brasu, January, and at a walk home. But I am also wondering because I knew Professor Dujemfi's presidency. There was a certain settlement. A chief mumna or a Legon branch, Professor New School, Massimo School. And one worker no one day ma wayan into. But it appears that the whole thing has now been undone. How did we get to where we are? But
let's find out from
not to even bother on
Dr.
that.
Kwamina.
You best said abang. Osana I want to elephant engage in a struggle or a fight. Assassin no bre.
The NDC in its own manifesto under the heading Financial Inclusion and Electronic Payments, item 8.7, subsection C says, we will introduce a uniform transaction fee policy to guide the electronic payments industry. Work with merchants to encourage their clients to pay for goods and services electronically. Migrate and enforce all person to government payment into the electronic payment ecosystem, and thus will start with migration of all revenue generating ventures of government into e-payment platform such as was envisaged under the e-Ghana project and will be applicable to all sectors, financial and non-financial. And that continues to say that how is this proposal different, or how is it a different policy from e-levy? Sir Obama is asking from Poku Ase. Doc.
Papa. Nana.
Papa.
Yo, me da say. So I'm a kwan bio. Me call apiete. Em says I now kind. Yo.
Apiete.
Idea yawo. Anya nije. Aya ho. Say uti ufi. Uti wodeng. Onam. Onyame anya wadoma. Dano orenka ati ase ho bio. Nia eto won no. Midwen hu a ebura adwene ne nti ase so. Say ye nam kwa. Bibia betumasi. Fana say wo kosiro obi wo say kuro no so. Na saadi be wanhwe ni yepe na wanyo nipa bio. Me hwe videos ne bi na emse piece from one amade to na papa bi say memma baanu me hu eya sefom eya sama eya hometo pa na metietie mu a mentine ma bi ase say eba ne den ena police for remayen report bi a owura no okura moto ni se anya no kware nti yang police ni na oka sa asam no gina he na onya ne report no we eho no meje di se committee na won atew no wo behwehwem na aboayen esa ne se amamesuro se fedo wo kaka akora ese wo hwani e ze wonnim ka bia ekura sa topae winim ubehu kra na wakopa ke wo ka won nchen na nhihye pa wo ho no meje di se da no kasa free ba ko kofa opening bi a wakwadere wo sa adwumanum be kire mu kakra kire se ehun wo mra ping wo kwa wo yese etizo yi tena as escort police fudim afi yi nyina ya adwuma so eba ne den na ne osu ato na adeche ayese na wi anabo meje di se mentua nkum atiefu asoboa yebeja amampanimfu a wo hwehwem so wo behwehwem ye na yen ahu ne ekochew na daachi yetu anamon bi a yen atu anamon pa mijina kasa free so emma won ahwere won nipa adofo abusua shedding eya sama eya na aba yebe ne den yebe hye won den se yebe ko yen anim na mum aban nhwe na onfa yie nto yie what the report on a manner on Fanya Juma. Peng Bibri no Abani say ye bekasa wo ho. Committee betnasia ye na Juma ye are Ubon say report and ye de be Juma na ye na yade ba ko akutio mengi. Yemfo senior yo na yentu sa na me ase no mengi enya krabehwe. Meba university teachers wanga to atia openings o share
na mkaza ka say ya atia
oh you America say America say me na mete asemu ya no na mekenti na mo me wom a me proud member me wom da na da hwe o hwe sa nkomo a utagofo ne abandia ekoso owunga jemu ekoso obisa se wonfa man wonhwe ensem bebre na de bia ne me hu ne se edu ba bia na ade ba akwa ayira yen se abang be ye hwa onye hwo onya entoso ye ene den wonga yetume ka sa nsem yi gina hwa na mpeninga be kasa chira bem na ve o munko suku fo no worika chi no ho niama na da bia na bisa mu se you ya pese ye mei ye bitima chira won ade atete won tete pa no nga benyinga beso aba pa bia momengi na mom obi ani obetima ye za adwuma ya ono ni yefunu da hokwa sebe ono nso okomden dabi enunti bra more kama suku fon amore kama teacher fon nso ndewu sasemi mi jedi se abang behwe na wadi hujuma aya peng bebre no abang bedwedwe ne nangasia obesan aba na wo se bebre ko me ameti we 1994 mi wura legon level 200 first year oh strike by ye be di 8 months abosuma wotwe ofie ndi wo hwe yan transcriptor etizanga mi wie 97 izanza me ye A level ni mi wie 98 won a kire so industrial strike abosuma wotwe ehwekwa na no na this backlog no begu university achi ewie akire ye nsem bebiri omenyi yenti ben ye won ho menye ni se sa asemi me pese meka kwa akiri abang ni nim ne ete so ye onye megye di se ofre yen achichafu no no won kasa akoma pabi ebe ye adwuma na nea ete se ye di asam no ton ye di ato na mum se ba se o bibia o teacherfo won aketu ya wosoro o teacherfo o munya mu na nka no ho ne ma a hungry man is an angry man okomo hoi ni hia ne ome nti abang meka kasa pabi nkire yem finte su pabi nto yen anum na ye de be ye adwuma oye ne sa megye di se na otwe bi nsa na obi asuro se suku ne mra kire se utumu na otwe bi nsa pe asi ete se woma suku fuko fie na ban suro no abang hwe no ama nye ho maso mama ka kire abang anen
professor maso mo takes two to tango
yeu eno ne dan se utie ye mpanimfu a o se tere bi kura kwotena ho ana abang se nea ne nkeka una enye show efe ne kasa no edu ba bia na emu aye na sa ne mbeni nyina kutia adwuma pa teacherfo betuma ye wo university abo mangi hwe university na wo hon enye sebe Ghana fo man ye kire won ade ye kire ngankasa ye manso enunti ehu hia yen obi ani wo peso otifie na oja ketua da bi entesa na mum enkoye enunti abantwa na ni nhwe ho untwa na ni nhwe abanhwa kukukukuru ni jaya keka no ebejai ojontofu be na oman sa akwankyere na mewie no wo de AOB to ho na mekobi manka bi wachi ene dan me de mekasa bekwa ko wie wo Burkina Faso ene dan soja afra ma wo ho so ejo man no se wodi so ne wo hwe me ya ne merima aku ahoro wode ntama asa wo fom soja afo nanto so wo bo wo nchirewu oh yang agya no munini eyimu no wodo man wobo wo mran meka na mise minua no mo Burkina Faso se mise wo mpise soja ben bia ni wo betuma ya de pa bia ma won hwehwem adanadi bere ne brano ene den isane se yewura Ukraine no kan o se soja fo ntete wo no wotete wo wodo bo man ho ban na mu wo mfa nyo man Ukraine ni buku the politics of the sword unya sangoma na kenkan na obete ene fe obaako o se a myth is broken na etwemekasa begina so se yempo eye ebibimen eye Africa ha eye West Africa democracy ababegina enunti onipa bi obeye no ho tuatua kwasi a obekwatia democracy no ya be kire nawe ene den yen ehu soja ban eye 1960s 1970s no do 1970 amayen 1980s 90s yetu yen ani na Africa ha kaki na edi omenye so utiti ayemfa hudi so wo betane yen ani wo woro mmea ho sabe bowon adegya wo ma yemu bi hwi wo Ghana ha ene amanhoro so meka ne wan ne mayi ne wan won amemu nyefe na ya bribia no bibi na kwotwetwe sa ne meba na ubehu no na bad governance amemu boni ubehu wodi tumi asho aben bi nsa na oyenia ense emfata na manipa bi ahye won kutupa se wo metu sa aben no mesre yenuan ma Burkina Faso se sa aben bi to so na se omuaman ne se ne etete obuna won fa ma sojafo dabi e be won de won enyon adwumanen na sa de na koso eba sa obohu se democracy ayododo amemu no ya tu na de jamu enunti fa hudi eni ho won aka okasabwa ahye nsem bebre na akoso sa na nititiri we how mene ekowas mpanimfo sa ne me wotumehwe na woye eni ha woto wona nkrofo sesa constitution na bra oman no maraponga ye constitution na ma no won atrem na parliament agachum na fei wo wie na se assembly beto yenkoma wo se democracy na won attack no honiama na enyem na moma sa ade no ho kwan mi je de se akuwa sempanimfo wo betie no ngatie na sopam in fact se wonya won panimfo na wodi oman so na wo mu oman ni ya wonya kukuduru kanche won kanche won pen na mahwe na ya wokokɔ won na mfofa ndi won kanche won ase wotumi kanche won na efe eba se wo the sanctions to won so ya won miem minimum say sanctions no edu ba bi a enka hwe na mom won kan anim na wo mo hu se ne wo ye ne enye na efe yenhye won a wo men no yenhye won den se biribia no won sori nyina na won sori ntia soja banga epese ji won tumi na biribia no wo hu se sa ne me koso wo hu se soja funya bape na o na won ahuru abonwo se yen ahu bi da wo Ghana ha bra 1966 ku ne bai me do want ma se o say democracy is reborn na me say can you imagine this say won atu ayi wo friend den kwama nkruma banga gun na obi gina wo se obo nsem say ayasampa mesre say yekoyen animu ade ba kwa a ye betuma ye na bua sa asemu say the term limit na wo hon ye men tramfia bien na mfia bien no eno nkire say ye mo bi mfidu no nkwa bien mfia du no yewu ebetumi a ye nhwe mfia nan kosi mfia sia 2 terms no entrance a hono no trape e asama breng nche bia na mekoka sawo ECOWAS parliament na me church ma adwene was ansemu mi je de say Burkina Faso fu obetie na wo menye say soja fu ya be wo be ye bibia ma yen ehu bida ne wo ye eye ne ania na wo be ye say wo dom no ho ne ma efe wo ba be gina won konso efe wo be ye kanka bi na efe won fa hodi wo betie aso mesra won say wontie na so fam mawie
Medasiano pay Dr. Kwame Sasante honorable Kwame na Duncan Medamasiano pay say monzo so obeboye ema ye dwindwin on my Ghana
in this world you living in the world mama some really go hate you
aha na nanso ye de musie
they love you and some really go hate
me jira munyina na mother Dr. Father Dixon Kennedy Asante so for Koja Asante Stephen Balfour Michael Jare Arafat Isaac Odro Peter Square Pretty Joyce Gift Yakoto Odia nkan kwa me ye bo na ma me bia makwa afo ase.
Living in the world, my sister. Some are really gonna love you.
Eva me na na okese metremu ma chairman general kwa me sefa kan. Ya me ya adoma wo chena yebeto asom no so. Me de rade asum dwe jamu nyina.
We be drinking
makramo.
Yeah. For when we'll be going right to heaven. All our friends will be drinking all the beer. Hey, 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 hey. We don't wanna know about the kambanga. Yeah, we don't kanga mamiele. Zurara na noma. Yeah, we don't wanna kanga. Hey, hey, hey. But me my yele pada noma. But yele pada. Yeah, we wanna noma. Yeah, we don't wanna kanga la kanga. Zurara na kanga. Hey, hey, hey. There is no beer. That is why we be drinking all the beer.
Radia ya dum ama masini fie ya KKP Pra Company Limited roofing papa and am the boss so be dama da KKP Pra Roofing and Accessories and about there is so Saintia yes metal trusses and a guso and they will be kotwanua and a forest commission task force akwache no there be that ensure to from afar side dem so with that
KKP Pra Roofing
a 1 year tall long span and to say IBR and self lock no after standard sheet say aluminum galvanized and aluminium type size any color beer or trauma or enfedi a bonus da form
KKP Pra Roofing Company
what one building materials in here because it's and cry or dobro at Chimata and Sawamu Road and Amrehia Dodowa Road.